Hey guys, we just did a whole new series. We did the 10Q, 5Q, 2, 3Q. Now we're doing 1-don. In each segment, we do give 4 stones, take 4 stones, play even, and review, meaning we take a game that someone else played. I just random, I've never seen it before, and we take a look at how they're thinking, how they can get better. So here we are. I was thinking 1-don. We could have done 2-don. The idea is once you break through to 1-don, it's like okay, 1-don, and we'll see what that looks like. So Crazy Stone here, set at 1-don, and wear white. Let's see what happens. I'm going to play pretty basic, unless it's time to not play basic. I don't like playing here. I think a 1-don, this is fine. There's no problems. But notice black is, dare I use the word, submitting. And white submitting, and black is building something very pleasant. Now, there's nothing wrong, but I don't like it personally. Let's just remember in the upper right, 1 black, 1 white. That means it's equal. So if white's weak, black's weak. I mean, it's like it's equal. There's not a problem. So I take that opportunity to go to the other corner. Now, let's remember the principle. The first stone in the corner is the biggest stone. If someone approaches you, let's do that here. This is Crazy Stone, so I can't show variations, but we imagine white playing here. That's the second stone in the corner. Well, the first stone in the corner is bigger. Okay, so for black, so white plays here. Black says, well, the first stone in the corner is bigger, and now white punishes. Oh, I'm going to play a third stone in the corner. Well, first stone, then second, then third. That's the sizing. So anyway, playing here makes sense to me. Now I'm happy to come back here or this. I just play, in the upper right, I wasn't weak. In the upper left, 2-1 in his favor. Means I'm weak. Okay. We're going to come out. Alpha is showing it's coming straight out, even though we get Sente. Is not good enough because it's no base, no nothing, just 2 weak stones. So we're going to contact one side or the other. I don't think it particularly matters. I almost never go this way because I feel like I'm helping him. But this time I'm going to go this way. I don't even know what happens, but we'll go this way. You got it? Corner. You want to split. I'm going to do it. I'm going to say, go ahead. Yep, go ahead. And I'm out. Okay. White's group here. Very pleasant. Very alive. Good points. Black does have something pleasant facing on top. Granted. Now we're looking at a little higher level stuff here. So let's look at the top. If white comes in, is it a pleasant or unpleasant experience for white? I'm going to go with at least a little bit unpleasant. Not entirely easy to play in there. Okay, so I'm not eager. Let's assume black plays there. My response should be, oh, thank you. Now I don't have to. Oh, I'm so glad that's gone. Now I can just think of flattening or do whatever I want now because I don't have to come in anymore because you did it for me. So that's the attitude I would use. So I'm not concerned about the top for that reason. There's other very, very big places to play that aren't at all dangerous. So where to? This black stone is about to connect out to his buddy. I don't like that. It means I don't get a big corner. I'll be perfectly fine and alive. Although there's some thoughts, if I don't respond, I'll only have 1 eye in the corner. Anyway, I really like these points. They're very clean. So I'm thinking here, well, I can do more than that. Here, seems pretty darn clean. How about this one? Well, it's weaker and black can do something. This one's stronger. Can black connect under? No. Okay, so this one. Okay, so I did some specific read out there where if this was a 10Q video, I say, oh, just whatever. Just stop black from connecting out. We may have played here. Any idea like that is good enough for a long time. But in the dons, you have to go, well, I can get more. If I can, I should. That's a whole 2, 3 points. How many one don games come down to 2 points? Take the 2 points now. Well, which one? Well, this one's weaker. See, that's taking a lot of discernment on specific points. Weaker, stronger. Then you double check. Can you connect under? No. Okay, then this one. So more fine tuning, same concept. Boom. Once again, I'm not weak here. But we noticed black went too far. Now, 10Q, I'd probably say, oh, just respond. Don't worry about it. And I think we're going to end up responding. But as one dons, we want to be aware. It gives us a future idea of big moves coming. He went too far. If we, let's say we go take the 3-3. He attacks our 4-4 and tidies up in Sente. No, thank you. I want this. I want you to play a whole move to protect this. So I'm not going to help you by kicking. I'm going to just play my move. I'm going to play again because you have a debt here. So I get this incentive. You need a move. Okay. I did that for free. I would say at this stage of the game with all these big areas, black playing here, small move because he had to defend himself. That's not a big area, but he invested a whole move, not for the point, but for defense. He just wasted a whole tempo. Yeah, he wouldn't want to play here, but he has to. Okay. Where to? Top hasn't changed, but we still have some very big areas. So I'm going to play A, B, or C. Which one's biggest? Well, let's check it out. How do I feel about black approaching? Before we answer, let's ask, why are you asking the question? Because clearly I'm fine. But do I see this as a negative? Like, man, this is feeling like black Sente. If the answer is, I find some level of discomfort here, like I wish he wouldn't. Well, then let's approach this side and make that more difficult for him. Then we ask the same question here. If black plays here, do I feel uncomfortable? Is it Sente? The answer is yes, then we'll approach here to make that more difficult for him. If we're fine and fine, we'll hit 3-3. Now, our 4Q games, we don't talk about that. We just say you're fine on both sides, play whatever you want. But as one don, you got to see. Now, I look at this black stone, I'm like, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like being cramped. I look at this black stone, I go, that's plain Sente. If I don't respond, I'm behind enemy lines and he's whittling my corner down to one eye. I don't like that one bit. So between they both bother me, but this one bothers me more. This one up here can go to the corner, center, side, lots of room. This one is similar, but not so much. So I'm going to approach this way. No need to play side. We're not playing this for size. We're not playing this for defense. We're fine. We're playing it because we're feeling that black has some Sente here, so we're diminishing that. Okay. We're just going to settle here. If we're settled, this remains. Now, if there's something important, we can go do it, but just settle. Well, no Joseki. He chose an interesting direction. Okay. Big mistake for black. He needed to clean this up. Why? Because he has two weak groups. He needs to pressure my cutting stones to defend his two groups. Instead, he said, I'm going to attack you and get one defense in Sente. I'm like, well, let's see if I'm weak. What's the standard for being healthy? If you have three, as we've said before, if you have three options for health, then you're healthy. Well, let's check out our options. Corner, nice, easy corner. Center, he can't stop me. Go straight out to the center. I don't say he can't turn. I mean, it's a straight road. And center, straight road. He can't stop both. So three options, and maybe a little more because we can contact this strong stone. So this might be a little more, but three very clean waves. Then we're not weak. Okay, that means I can focus on the bottom. If we were talking to Tinkyus, we would ask them, we would say, you don't really know the situation. How are you going to decide if you're weak or not? And I'd lay some ground rules, but it's like, if you're in the situation and you feel weak, you should be defending. And then, which makes you feel better, running to the center of the corner? Which makes you feel more dynamic and ready to fight the game? Go play that move. And that's going to get them up to 4 and 5Q easily. But one dons, we can't be slack like that. He made a mistake by not playing here. Okay, how do we punish? We can fix. He gets out, so it's going to be easy for him. Okay, but what about my cut? Well, let's find out. If we extend, that's the move. We want a Hane, right? That's the killing move, but it doesn't work. He's got a double Atari. Okay, what's our next aggressive one? This one. Does it work? Let's find out. Atari, save. Yep, worked. Let's do the other Atari. This white stone here. Atari out, no ladder. Looks very playable. Still safe here. Still safe. We have three in a row. We don't dare turn, right? We have to be strong. Even if we say, I read it out 100 times. I know if I turn, he dies. Yeah, he dies, but he's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 forcing moves. It's not worth it. Play strong. Okay. We need to know how many we are in a row. We need to get to 4. 3 in a row is not enough. 3 in a row, ladders might not work, nets don't work, problems. Okay. How many in a row do we have? Oh, Shygost, that's a silly question. It's 4. It's not 4. There's an invisible black stone here. So with this liberty filled in, it's 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, if we try to do something, that's 3 in a row. Really bad. Okay, so we're going to go again. Okay, we have 4 in a row. So how many does he have? 1, 2, 3. He's dead. It's a dead shape. 7 is alive if he plays first. 8 is alive whoever plays first. 6 is dead no matter who plays first. So if we Hane, he's dead. This gives us 2 cuts. If you're one don, you have to spend a moment reading. Okay. So white turns, black cuts in Sente because he's about to kill the stone. Okay. And you don't want to Hane because that gives him strength over near his other target. So we're going to come straight out. Well, it gives him this Sente. Great. We come straight out. He has 2 black stones here. Atari, save. Atari, save. 2 black stones here. 2 black stones here. Can he surround us? No. I don't think so. I would have to read it out 4 or 5 times to get the picture in my head. What's it really look like? But looks good. What if we say instead, let's say I felt like I'm 60 to 70% sure. Well, 30% risk. You do that in your portfolio, you're going to go broke. ATR and all. Thank you, Forex. So if we're only 70% confident, then we would read this move out. He is going to respond because he's dead if he doesn't. Well, heck, we just drew a big line in Syntec. Not much wrong with that. That's the stronger move. Once 4 down and above, we pretty much want to play this and say, please, I want you to live. By all means, go live. So instead, are we going to try to kill? How would a 1 down think about that? He would say, what the whole thing I'm doing here is looking for the kill. If I can kill, I want to kill. That's not unreasonable. It might not be wisest, but it's reasonable. So let's go for the kill. Pull back. Don't let him have anything. He's letting us fix without a problem. You betcha, bub. Here, here, here. No, the turn's powerful. Here. Perhaps this one. Little bit run with the fix. Sounds good. Sure. And we're out. Can he cut us? No. He still can't cut us, although he can peep and start us around. So we're winning, but he's got a bunch of forcing moves, and we know that's a negative. Okay. It has become difficult to come in here. Oh, then let's press again, threatening to come in. Oh, he left it. That's going to hurt him later. Okay. If he had responded strong, which he should have, then he cleaned that up, which means we can't come into that area that we really didn't want to come in because he was fixing it pretty good. So if he'd played here, there's still entry points, there's still Aji, but we're not going to come in. Here, bad Aji, we are going to come in, just not right now. Let's get out. You're going to save the cut. This looks like the best save, right? You're 1 down, you can see that can't cut me. I like this turn because it hurts him so much. I don't like his turn, so I'm going to play again. And now that he's thick, I'm going to make sure all my knight's moves are stable. Black, white, turn, fix. I'm pretty gosh darn alive. No cuts there. Are these black stones bothersome to me? No, he's got 2-3 points maximum. I'm alive here. I'm virtually alive and out here. He's dead unconditionally. Game over. If we play rationally, which we want to do, actually it's not game over because we haven't dealt with the top yet. So let's do that. Big question. How do we deal with the top? Oh, that question used to bother me so much. I felt clueless. I can come up with a dozen ways, ideas, possibilities, with no concept of which is best. Now, as you know, I play Flower Go. I teach Flower Go. And just to remind you, that's a Korean term. And it's an insult. It's like, oh, how pretty, but not much to it. Yeah, I admit, I play by principles, proverbs. I can't read out with any seriousness. So I play Flower Go. Just principle here, proverb there. guides me. That's why we played this game. Now the computer level, here's one done, and we're ahead. Now those Koreans would say, well, but that's only one done. That doesn't count. That's hardly playing Go. And I'm sure you remember my story. The woman, Korean 9-dan professional, she was 4-dan professional, and she visited with her boyfriend. And we asked her, does your boyfriend play Go? Oh no, he doesn't play Go. He's only 5Q. We laughed about that. It's been years. We're still laughing. Oh no, he's only 5Q. So against 1-dan, that's not saying a lot. But I can do that up to 5-dan only on Proverbs and Principles with virtually zero reading. Now, I wanted to get higher than that. So I did not like it, but I learned how to read and learned how to get more focused and pay attention to details more. I didn't like it, but it was important to me. Okay, so here we are. We could attack his black group. Why? If it becomes useful, we'll do it. But right now, we're fine. He's fine. There's a cut here and his area. If we're focused, I want right now to deal with the area. How do you do that? Approach. That means I'd play here, one of these moves. Help my group as I approach. That's the rule. Approach. That means you're preparing your group, getting height so that coming in is easier. Black says, aha, I took the whole thing in one move. Really? I don't think so. There's no way to take the whole thing in one move. If there were, then we'd be invading or reducing or something. But since you can't do it in one, so let's go the other way just to get a picture of what we're saying here. I come in. He attacks this group that I never quite defended. Oh, comes into trouble. So instead, we get it ready. He does his one move thing. We live anyway because he can't take it in one, and we're prepared. That's the picture. Okay. Is that something we want to do? Are we focused on top? Well, his gap and his cut seems to me, well, let's ask the question, is this cut sente? My first thought is, how could it not be? Well, what if we cut and he just says, threaten, grow the top? Bothers me. I think maybe the top's big enough, he can make some sacrifices here. So as 1-dan, we need to decide, we have to stop ourselves from saying, oh, cut, it looks good for me. Let me do it. No, look at the whole board. These weaknesses versus the top area. Top area is pretty big. If we come up, we're preparing for both. Oh, that's nice. Preparing for both. That's big. Okay. Purposes. Size, because black coming across is real big. Defense. Really defense? Yeah, black stones everywhere. Prepare for the top. That's like a 3 or 4 purpose move. That's a pretty big move. Place here. Yep, don't cut me. Okay, he fixed there. How do I feel about black surrounding me? I feel this huge center. I'm going to come out again. Okay. He's not getting a big center. We're particularly healthy feeling. Time to deal with the top. Can he take the whole top with one move? Yeah. Okay, then let's do something about it. What are our tools? The gap and the aji. Okay. How do we work the gap and the aji? How about there? Okay. Gosh. Cut and survive, cut and take the outside. Or since we don't know what we want to do yet, let's just start running out. This is the getting out move. This is Please surround me and I'll just live. I think there's room for that. But that's the heavy, dangerous one. I really want to do this. But I need to read this out first. Come out. He saves his cut. I'm out. He takes third line. I don't care if he takes third line. That's not big. Okay, how about Atari? I come down. He comes down. Double Atari. See, I'm not convinced. So I'm going to go this way. Now, this is something, if you're one done, you have to go, which way do I go? I don't have the experience, reading ability, or wisdom, or patience as a person, personal wisdom, to really come up with an excellent choice. All I have is a halfway educated choice. Good enough. Next one, Sente. If he comes down, I'm out. Yeah, Sente. Thank you. Oh, this is going nice. Okay. If black plays here, that's Sente. If I Atari first, then when he plays here, it's Gote because I go Atari. This is a useful move for my life. Atari. Okay. Here, I'm never going to want this Atari. So Atari. If I Atari here, and he says, please take it, then here, I have him in a ladder. Think I can do it. And then fix. Looks like pretty comfortable life in Sente. When I come down, that Blackstone is dead. That's what I said, Sente. But we lived in his area, really big area for black. Virtually the whole thing became mine. Nice success. What did it cost us? He now has some pretty good thickness to attack our group. Thank goodness I gave it some room here. Okay, time to defend. As we defend, what are we looking for? Well, I would love to save the stone, but that's out of the question for the moment. Save it because the corner's not his yet. I can come under. Heck, even this is a real cut if I can save them. So if I can go about this situation on this side, I probably will. Because this white stone's on this side, that black's very strong there. I don't really want white stones here. I want white stones on this side. So if I have to play on this side, sure, get eyes, get out, all like that. But if I can do it this way, I want to. Okay. So I'm just going to look at options. If I save, I'm way behind enemy lines, and he can start taking my eyes away. That's a real bother. This move says I'm getting out. I cannot get out. He's all the way to here. That's the black wall. I can't get out. Then I need to think about living. Sacrifice, wrap around, and let him have a chunk here. I took a chunk, let him have a chunk. Well, what about the net? Isn't that pretty? Perks up the stone. What can he do? Let's say he goes down. I fix. Ooh, he's really encircled here. Okay, I do the net. Out, boom. Out, boom. I like it. Really looking good here. Okay, we'll go this way. Do this around. And this way, threatening to kill. Atari, Atari, fix. And in. So we got our life. We're alive in Sente. we now have the choice, start reducing, just walk in, reduce the center, or reduce this area, which has a whole bunch of aji. So I do this first. It's not as big scale, but that's where his weaknesses are. So I would start there. So it's been a great success. The progress bar says, yeah, white's just ahead. Overall view, this is dead. These black stones have 0 eyes. So I can start pressing, like this move, press on the right in order to try the cut. To me, it all hinges on this cut. What can I do here? Yeah, so I'd start here. Maybe it's worth looking at. 1:45. We have a plumber coming in a half hour or less. I have time. Okay. Do I start here or do I start here? If black plays here, am I alive? Am I already alive? And I ignore him. I wouldn't want to ignore there. So in my mind, whether it's true or not, that's black sente, and it makes him very thick. So I'm going to start there. Make sure I get my deal. Okay, where to next? Cut. He can't kill the cutting stone right away. And he can capture the stone. So this is not actually a threat other than a ko. So I'm going to do the Atari. He's dead, right? That's a dead stone. So I lived in sente. What's next? Here? No, he just covered it. Okay. Then here. This works, but he gets this move. If I play this, he gets this move, same thing. What if I play here? White, black, I run. It might work. There's open roads, but it's very dangerous. Why would I take a winning game and risk? So I'm just going to start coming in this way, mess with these stones, and gently come in the center. I'm just going to come in. Am I live here? Black, white, black, white. This is troubling trying to read out, is this actually 2 eyes with there's a peep here and everything? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, but it gives me a reason to work on these stones, right? I would feel better with a little help. So if I start to come out, a little help for me. Can I do it again? Yeah. Okay. See the road opening up? All of a sudden, this cut, the peep, all look very nice. I'm going to peep and walk in. That's a huge invasion. Boom, boom. Whether this works or not, it's going to be sente and give me information. How about I run? I would love to run out here, but he can capture. I think it's time to save the stone. Can I run out? Atari out, he's dead. So instead, he has to Atari, save, Atari, save, Atari, save, Atari, save. He has to say Atari, save. Okay, so any white stone in here should be helpful. I'm going to start with a threat, and I have no idea. He can't Atari me because Atari, the stones come out. Okay, with the new white stone, can I now play here? There's a lot of detail, right? One doesn't have to think, oh, there's a cut. What can I do to prepare for the cut? I made a preparation move. Is that enough? Can I cut? So black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, Atari, capture. I think I can do it. Now I have to read it out again. White, black, white, black, white, Atari, capture. So instead, black saves. I save. He comes out. I'm in terrible trouble. Okay, so it's not working because I'm now cut. Okay. I can save my cut in Sente. This also is Sente because now this works. So I'm going to play this way, which is just the stronger way. Really? Am I missing something? What are you going to do? Didn't your corner just die? He let me kill his corner. How big was that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20 points. And you can see on progress bar, white's just way ahead. Okay, so we stayed in the game in order to figure out how do we deal with the top area. Now, let's not forget, we didn't find some wonderful professional way of dealing with the top. We found a rational, reasonable, strong way to deal with it, and it worked well. Would a pro say, aha, but, and then trick us with something? Sure, whatever. But did we have a right to come in there? Yeah, it's too wide. And we did, and it worked. We paused because our group on the left was starting to get surrounded. So we worked on this Aji. Can you see that? Why can't I see my cursor? Let's hope you can. So in other words, we defended everywhere. Oh, this white group, I would now come back and make sure I'm okay with. Even here's may well be Sente, but yeah. Okay, hope that was helpful. One Don, even up. One Don thoughts, and we'll catch you later. Thanks. Bye.